8:24 now on this Thursday, and we are so happy to have Major Tim Sheehan, who you heard from earlier in our newscast, to talk about the Salvation Army's annual Thanksgiving dinner. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Well, tell us, how important is this day for the Salvation Army?
It's huge, not only for the Salvation Army, but for the folks that will come to the Salvation Army for a meal today. You know, it takes away that quandary of, do I pay this bill or do I eat? Okay, well, today we can pay that bill because we're going to eat. And when I saw the setup being done yesterday, we're going to feast. We're just not going to eat. We're going to feast. And we're looking forward to this time just to share with family and friends in our neighborhood here.
And you kind of just touched on it. Y'all been looking forward to this time of year. You do so every year. And it does not happen without the work of volunteers. Why is it so important for y'all to have such committed volunteers?
I think what we have is people who have been touched somewhere along the way by the Salvation Army who want to give back. So there's 100+ volunteers that are going to show up today to serve to family and friends, as we call them, in our community, this meal. But it gives us all the chance to look at what Thanksgiving means and to be able to give back and give thanks for what we have. We've all been through something, but to give thanks we've come through, and now being able to help, you know, our fellow neighbors and friends is just a tremendous thing.
Volunteers, I know, look forward to this event every year. They get something out of this as well.
Yeah, big time. You know, as I said a little earlier, it's one of those things when everybody goes home tonight to know that you've positively impacted somebody today. And just a simple thing as a plate of food, it gives you a really good feeling about that. So everybody gets something out of it. Some folks are going to feast and physically eat. Others are going to have that really good feeling that I've impacted a life today in a positive way.
You call this a true community tradition. We were just talking before we came on the air. You've been a part of the Salvation Army for a long, long time. Is there any stories from this tradition specifically that stick out to you?
I think probably the ones that stick out the most are the people that we've helped who 1 or 2 years later come back to say, I want to help. You know, we all hit that bump along the road, and some folks the bump was a little harder. And there have been folks who have come back, or just as importantly, children who will come and serve today who, when they get older, go, I remember my mom and dad or my grandma or grandpa taking me to the Salvation Army to serve, and I want to continue that tradition. So there's a lot of that happens across the Salvation Army world, right? There's a lot of that happens, but particularly here where you can see generations that come in and help serve through. And of course, our friends at Lundy's, I mean, well over 30 years in doing this at no cost. You know, that says their commitment to our community as well.
And of course, it does not end here. The holiday season extends through into the new year. Any message you'd like to say to folks out there watching, how they could potentially help through Christmas, Hanukkah, etc.?
Sure. There's lots of ways, right? We're all facing it this year. So we're going to do this dinner again at Christmas, right? So we're going to feed our friends again on Christmas Day. But in between, you know, if folks want to get that extra little charge of ringing the bell on that iconic red kettle, you know, registertoring.com is where they can go to sign up and give a couple hours of volunteer work. This ringing the bell gives you the same feeling as serving turkey today, right? That feeling. And then, of course, there's also, you can visit SalvationArmyLexington.org and be able to take good care of us and friends there.
And, of course, you know the Salvation Army is going to get a lot of good publicity today during the Dallas Cowboys game.
Just a little bit.
You love that huge red kettle in the end zone.
We're going to see who jumps in today, right? And maybe we can get the equal number of donations based on that player's number.
Yes.
Love to see that.
Absolutely.
Tim, thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving.
And to you as well. Thanks.
All right, stay with us. We have the final half hour of the show after break.
You're watching Fox 56 News. Our home, your news.
Fun place to shop.
Huge selection.
Beautiful jewelry.
Has to be the Castle.
The Castle.
Kay's 2-carat lab-grown diamond solitaire is $44.99. The Castle's better quality 2-carat diamond solitaire is just $24.95.
Nobody makes I Do as big and affordable as we do.
Jen loved her